We move along now. Over the past few weeks, we've brought you some great looks behind the scenes of Reinke Manufacturing in Deshler. We've learned how robotics are playing a pretty important role around their operation and how the company's continued involvement in community outreach is building their local workforce. This week on the show, we're going to be getting a third and final story out of that series as we learn about some of the latest products that Reinke has to offer and how they're hoping to continue innovating irrigation into the future. Nebraska is the leading state when it comes to center pivot irrigation. There are a number of manufacturers that make pivots here in the Cornhusker state. Why do farmers continue to choose Reinke?
They choose us because, like we talked about before, our design criteria. Simple. It's a very simple design. It's rugged. It lasts a very, very long time. We've got a great dealer network. We've got 30 or so dealers across the state of Nebraska. They're all fantastic. They are very well trained. We provide good training to them, factory training for them, so they know what they're doing. And we're innovative. I mean, we're coming out, we've talked about this, we've come out with 3 new products just this last year, which are all very innovative. And I think that with the growers, when they start seeing those and understanding it better, they're going to be very pleased with those innovations we've come out with.
It's one thing to serve Nebraska, the entire U.S., but then when you became a worldwide company, as I mentioned, you guys are 60, 70 different countries now. Yes. Worldwide. What's the biggest challenge to scaling a company like that?
Scale it's one of those things where obviously you have to have some facilities, because if you're shipping internationally, it's a different facility really than what if you're shipping domestically, because you have to get it containerized into a 40-foot container and those kind of things. You also have to develop some skills. You have to get the paperwork just right, or else it's not going to make the trip to the other side. So you got to do some training on that. And I think it's just, you just build on it. So like if the irrigation system that goes overseas is the same irrigation system that might get sold to somebody in Idaho. So so building it is just scaling it up and getting more equipment, getting more people. That's how you scale it. And you just got to make common sense investments in what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. What else would you like to share with us I haven't asked you about yet?
Well, certainly I want to talk about E3 at some point.
Yeah.
Right? So E3 is our brand new pivot model. We've had E2 for 20 years or so. Been a great product. It's a very good product. But as things go on, you think about things that you want to improve and do a little bit differently. So, when we start thinking about water application and water uniformity and precision agriculture, one of the challenges that center pivots has is spacing of the outlets. So if you think about on a span and you're coming over the span and you got to cross the tower. The tower is always a challenge because of the outlet spacing on the sprinklers. That's a big deal. And so what ends up happening is the outlets get a little bit closer as you go through the tower. You can adjust your sprinklers, the outlet sizes, you can adjust those. But you still have a tendency to overwater over the towers, which creates rutting problems. That's the last place you want to overwater, is right where the tires are going, because it's just going to rut. And so what we've been able to do is create sequential spacing over the towers and across the spans, and over the towers, so that from the pivot center to the end of the swing arm corner or the end of the end boom or whatever the end of the irrigation system is, it's exactly all the way across, which hugely improves the water uniformity and the application rates. We can show through the USDA's program that they use for CPED, which is the acronym. I don't even know what CPED stands for, but that's what they use to show the water uniformity. We're vastly better than we were before and better than what everybody else has. So lots of benefits to that. I think 2 primary ones that we'd like to talk about is obviously the water uniformity, so that in your soil profile, you don't have spots where it's a little drier here and a little wetter here. It should be the same all the way through, all the way from one end of the system to the other. It's also helpful for chemical application. So when you're going out and putting your anhydrous on, now where your water filtration is and what your chemicals are, how they're infiltrating, you're getting more precise, because it's from one end to the other, it's staying the same. So your nitrogen should be consistent across your whole field. So there's lots of really good benefits to that.
E3 available now or coming soon?
Very, very soon.
Okay.
You'll be able to see it. I would say you'll start seeing it here in the next 60 days for sure.
Well, Chris, thanks for sitting down with us. Fascinating discussion, and shows how technology is really behind everything in manufacturing in this day and age. So again, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for being here.